So the Galaxy Z Fold 8 is quietly shaping up to be a much bigger upgrade than anyone expected. Samsung is finally fixing some long-standing camera compromises on the Fold, even if it's still not going all the way just yet. We also have camera specs for the second wide Z Fold 8 variant, and on top of that, Samsung is teasing a very different Z Fold design, one that a lot of people have been asking for. Let's get into it. What's up, guys? Mr. Phonova here. So for years, the Z Fold lineup always felt like it was this close. The displays were incredible, the engineering was wild, but the cameras? Yeah, good, but never great. Then the Z Fold 7 showed up with a 200-megapixel main camera, the kind of sensor you usually expect from Samsung's Ultra phones. And for the first time, the Fold didn't feel like a compromise, at least when it comes to the main camera. But that's where it stopped. Only one camera got that Ultra treatment. The other two still felt like leftovers from an older generation. Fast forward to now, and this is where the Galaxy Z Fold 8 starts getting interesting. According to Galaxy Club, who have an excellent track record, Samsung is finally upgrading the other two cameras on the Z Fold 8. The main camera stays the same at 200 megapixels, but the ultra-wide is jumping from 12 megapixels on the Fold 7 to 50 megapixels on the Fold 8. And yes, it's the same ultra-wide camera coming to the S26 Ultra. The 3x telephoto is also getting an upgrade, moving from 10 megapixels to 12 megapixels. It's a small bump, but honestly, we'll take it. There's one catch though. On the S26 Ultra, Samsung is apparently using the same 12-megapixel 3x camera, but cropping it down to 10 megapixels in real use. Whether Samsung does the same on the Z Fold 8, we don't know yet. On the front camera side, nothing changes. Both the cover screen and the inner display stay at 10 megapixels, which also confirms the under-display camera isn't making a comeback. So yeah, on one hand, I'm glad Samsung is finally upgrading the Fold cameras properly. On the other hand, it's still disappointing that there's no periscope zoom. That one lens would instantly turn this into a true ultra foldable. Looks like we're still waiting. Now let's talk about the second Z Fold 8, the wider one. Galaxy Club also has some camera info here. They say the wide Z Fold 8 will also get the same 50-megapixel ultra-wide camera. That's all they revealed, but even that tells us something important. That this wide Z Fold 8 isn't going to be a fan edition phone with cut-down specs. This is shaping up to be a full-blown flagship foldable. Same or possibly better specs than the regular Z Fold 8, but with a much wider 18 to 9mm cover screen and a more square inner display. Recent reports also suggest the Z Fold 8 is getting a 5,000 mAh battery, finally matching the S26 Ultra. Add faster 45-watt charging, proper MagSafe-style magnets with real G2.2 support, faster wireless charging, a creaseless display, and anti-reflective coating on the cover screen. Now, as for why Samsung is making a wider fold in the first place is pretty obvious. Apple's first iPhone Fold is expected to be wider too, both outside and inside. Competition does wonders, doesn't it? But here's where things take a wild turn. Samsung recently ran a survey showing different foldable concepts, including a wide fold-style phone. These weren't fan renders, these were actual images Samsung used in the survey. And as you can see, the design is much wider than what's been rumored so far. It honestly looks like the original Pixel Fold, just without the massive bezels. And fun fact, the iPhone Fold is also expected to look very similar. Now, to be clear, a survey doesn't mean this device is guaranteed, but it does show Samsung is actively exploring a wider foldable design. Personally, I'd much rather see the wide Z Fold 8 look like this instead of having a square inner display. Square displays are fine until you try watching videos and get hit with giant black bars. A proper tablet-style aspect ratio fixes that completely. Videos look bigger, more immersive, and just make more sense on a foldable. Again, don't read too much into survey images, but man, if Samsung goes with this wider tablet-style form factor instead of a square one, it would be miles better. It would also clearly separate the regular Z Fold 8 and the wide Z Fold 8, so they don't feel like the same phone with minor tweaks. And thanks for watching.